All right, let me see here. Hey, I do not believe that you are ready to get this in. You know something? Hey, if you're gonna go hard, you're gonna win, play big. I ain't even picking up the hand. You know something? I'm all in. I'm all in. Let me see right here. Oh, game time. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8. Oh, yeah. This is how you do it, baby. This is how you get it in. Hey, I'm glad for y'all to be on the Freedom Coach, Freedom Team Apex Marketing Group channel. Man, got some great stuff for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to have a straight flush in life. You want to win big. You want to make for sure that the cards line up in your favor and not in somebody else's favor. So just get ready. What you're going to learn today. I'm just excited. Now, what I want to share with you, and I talk about it a lot, how you play a game is some reflection of how you play life. We talking about playing the game to win. Either you're going to go all in and believe in yourself. See, I believe in betting on black. I believe in betting on yourself. And I believe in winning. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you make it happen. So before we get started, to talk about today, some things that the wealthy people do, the poor people do, something about mindset. Let me let you know, of course, who I am. My name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach. I am a chartered senior financial planner. I am a licensed mortgage broker, real estate broker, insurance investment broker. I am a mentor, coach, and trainer, the author of the highly claimed book, Making It Happen from Zero to Hero, and also the author of the highly claimed book, and this is the one that's huge that we got out, Making It Happen, Zero to Hero, that freedom is not for sale. So you definitely want to get this. We're going to be talking about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, how many times that people take chances and they play all kind of games? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't gamble at all. Just showing you what people to do. The way that I go all in, the way that I worry about how the cards are dealt with me is that I make my own chances. I take, quote, risks on things that I know that can accumulate in money. So we're going to get ready to talk about that today. So this is huge. So let's get started. Now, what I want to share with you as we get ready to go into what we're going to talk about today, in making it happen from zero to hero, that freedom is not for sale. A lot of times people sell themselves short because of these things, because they're gambling. They're selling themselves short for these, for chips and money. And they taking their hard-earned money, and what they're doing, they just gambling away. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to show you how to do things with a calculated risk. We want to show you how you can keep the ace up your sleeve. All right, so now let's talk about it. So let's get ready to get into it. We want to talk about today two things that I want to share. Let me make sure I split it up so I don't miss. We want to talk about today how to use cash and how to use debt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about today. Okay, now, real quick, I want to just educate you. It's something what is called good debt and something that's called bad debt. And we're going to talk about it. So what you're looking at, I know some people tell you never have debt, never have credit cards. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a quick lesson. It's two things that really make business and everything move. Whoever that can, quote, understand debt and leverage it and use it to their benefit, what is called good debt. And then obviously who understand taxes and the power of taxes and how to limit their taxes. I'm not telling anyone to have any kind of tax evasion and not to pay taxes, but we're telling you not to overpay your taxes and pay your proper share. So you just got to understand the rules of the game. And so by getting the book, Making It Happen from Zero to Hero, and that freedom is not for sale, you're going to understand some techniques, some strategies, but most important, some concepts that don't cost you any money other than, of course, you getting the book and being able to use the strategy. So what we want to share with you, so again, what is bad debt? Bad debt is something that you pay out money on that doesn't bring you any cash flow. Good debt is something that you pay money on, but you got more cash flow coming out that you put money in. I know some of you say, that sounds like funny money. No, that sounds like good money, okay? So let me break that down to you. Installment debt, revolving debt, such as a car loan, such as a jewelry account. Those things are installment credit cards. Those are installment revolving debts that normally you use it just to buy things. So you're paying out money, but there's no cash flow coming in. That is called bad debt. You want to have very little bad debt with you. You might have some because you needed to help with scores, but you don't want to have a lot of that. You want to focus on good debt. Let me show you what good debt is. You take out $1 million loan and say your monthly, hypothetically, for the sake of example, your monthly mortgage on that is $10,000 on that $1 million property you got. So your monthly mortgage is $10,000 a month for the sake of example. And you happen to have, obviously, 10 units in it. But now for each unit, you're getting $3,000 each, okay? So you got 10 units, so now you got $30,000. So that you're collecting. So you got to pay $10,000 out for your mortgage. You got $20,000 left for this debt. Then you say, hypothetically, you have somebody managing it and turn it into a turnkey system and the maintenance, upkeep, taxes, and say that's another $10,000. So now you got $20,000 going out, taking care of the liability expenses. But guess what you got left over? You got $10,000. That's $120,000 a year, and you're looking in 10 years, you'll be a millionaire just with one unit with that example. That's the difference between good debt and bad debt. So what we want to talk about is just to get, what are some things that you should use? Let me switch over here. Some things that you should use for cash. Okay, we're going to put that on cash on there. Okay, and then some things that you should use, obviously, for debt. Okay, because these are the things that are going to make you money. And so we want to be crystal with that. What are some of the things? And again, if you're not able to do it, you probably shouldn't do it. And you may not like this first one I'm going to put down right here. Real talk, college. You need to find a way to get as many scholarships as possible, as many stipends as it is. Let me tell you, I mentor children. Oh, before I forget, because you know I mentor children, so sometimes they forget things, I forget things too. So make for sure, where is it at? I know. Sometimes the subscribe button is up, it's down, it's to the left, to the right. Sometimes it's behind me. Wherever it is, the subscribe button, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit the like and hit that bing, bing, hit the bell so you can get announcements on new things that we do. So, as I was saying, as you subscribe and get a chance to get our website and some of the additional information that we have posted, and you can comment below. What happens is that as I was mentoring children this summer, I had a gentleman that I believe he worked for IBM or whoever he worked for in a computer, and he was just talking about the cost of college and how much is going up. And so he talked about, like, when I went to school, it was like about $4,800. I'm really telling my age, right? Because now it's $25,000, $30,000, and that's on the low end college. That ain't talking about no super duper, right? So you're talking about $30,000, but back in my day, it was like $4,800 running to $5,000. So school done went up 10 times the amount that it used to, but guess what? The education haven't went up 10 times the amount, and nor when you graduate from college, do you have any incentive, guarantee, promotion, or promise that you're going to make 10 times the amount that you go in. So people are working 10, 15 years plus, if not almost forever, to pay for education that they should do. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to be setting up. So if you got young children, little children, you want to be setting up your 529 plan. You want to be setting up some kind of plan to take this off of you. This is huge right here. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, to your best benefit, you want to finance little as possible cars. And to your best ability, man, get you a car in cash. Get you a nice used car until you have enough money coming in from your assets for you to be able to do that. I'm just telling you, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're financing your down payment, financing your pay. Everything is financed. You just never gonna have no money because everything is going out to bad debt. So you want to make for sure you definitely do that. The next thing, this right here, every time I turn around, people are financing their clothes. Are you kidding me? You gonna buy a skirt for $100, finance it on a credit card, and pay $800 to $1,000 for a $100 thing because you want an instant gratification. You had to have it now. You couldn't use something else. Or if you happen to want some Jordans or whatever shoes you want, nothing wrong with getting Jordans. So let me say, if you got the money, you can afford, you want a good company, good person, everybody love them, great basketball player, ever done. My point is, you don't want to spend monies that you do not have. So if you got to finance the shoes, you got to think about it. Something that's $100, $200, you financing it. Now you paying $500,000 because you suffering what we call the MMP disease, the minimum monthly payment disease. We want to get you to the mighty monthly payment so you can eliminate that. That's you. So you don't want to do that on the clothes. The last thing, because right here, is vacation. Okay? This is something that you need to do, should do. Statistics show that more people go on vacations, help with your blood pressure, help with your life. It helps, of course, a relationship with your children, help a relationship with your significant other. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to do this. But this is what's going on. Most people are charging every one of these things, so and none of these things are making you money. Okay. Now we're not talking about if you got a limousine service, or if you got a transportation service, or if you renting out your car for people to take people back in the airport. Or I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about traditional things, clothes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you pay cash for. You do not want to go in debt for vacations. And we have a plan. We have a program that we show you that you can set up a savings plan personally, where you can be able to go on vacation a minimum once or twice a year just by doing small things. So y'all say, big deal. Now, what I want to give you is the top 4 things that you can have as a debt, okay, that for your asset. So make for sure that, I forgot, where's that? See what happened when you gamble, sometimes you gamble, you get chips, you just forget, right? This right here, these chips get you. I want to make sure you don't forget. So I don't forget the chips. Oh, that's right. Hit that subscription button. You can look up, you can look down, look to the left, look to the right. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give us like and give us comments what you like about this. I just want to give y'all the real deal, the real games to win to make this thing happen. So we just having good fun, but most important, I want y'all, maybe even if you don't like the messenger, but make sure you play to the message, okay? All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk about four things that you should go in debt for. Let me put this down. Debt, we're going to call it right here, debt for assets, okay? All right, and again, that's for assets. This one right here is cash for liabilities, okay? All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, what is the difference? Real quick, remember, a liability is something that you pay money out on and got no money coming back. An asset is something that you may pay money on, but it's bringing you money in, which is more than you paying out on. That's what makes it an asset. You follow me? Make for sure, again, we talk about all that good stuff and making it happen from zero to hero. Freedom is not for sale, because if you can understand the language, understand the trick, you can undo the trick, and you can play the game to win. All right, so let's get to it as we get ready to close out. Here we go right here. So, debt for asset. What's one of the things you want to get? One of the things, real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I don't care what nobody tell you, what nobody share with you. I'm not saying this is the only asset to have. I'm not going to tell you it's the best asset to have. I'm telling you it is an asset to have, okay? You want to make sure you have it. Why? Because nobody's making no more land. We already know from the Maslow hierarchy needs, air, okay, water, food, and something called shelter is the basic necessities. So, ladies and gentlemen, people have to have somewhere to live. So if they gotta have some place to live, why not get it from you? As my man that I like and I support, Grant Cardone, talking about who got my money, okay? Who got my money, okay? So you gotta realize somebody got your money, they need a place to live. Why not you do it, right? Because I can talk about, ladies and gentlemen, you better believe it may not be one of the main ways how people accumulate wealth. They may do it by having their business. They may invest in other things. But I am telling you, after they do accumulate a certain amount of wealth, guess what people start to do? Right now, they say that right now Drake is worth, the artist is $150 million. Obviously, he got his clothing line, his music. But guess what also that he has, in addition to being an ambassador for Toronto? He owns several pieces of real estate. Ladies and gentlemen, the list goes on and on. Let's talk about Zach, one of the wealthiest people in the country, the owner of Facebook, Zuckerberg. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, We already know his main thing is internet and social media, how he made his wealth, right? And owning shares of the company. But guess what they say he does? They says when he moves somewhere, he buys where he moves and he buys the surrounding properties so he can have privacy, but also he got ownership in what? Real estate and land. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't miss this. I don't want to beat this to the north. So this is one of the easiest things that I can teach you. Guess what? Forget these chips right here. These chips will not have you no money. You know what have you some money? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, go up and go down to the left or the right. Make sure that you subscribe seriously to the channel. We want to make for sure that you understand and learn some stuff, but also you can have an opportunity to comment and you can sign up for any of our webinars, any of our workshops or seminars in your area or online so we can give you the opportunity to learn some things that you need to learn. All right, the next thing that's an asset that you want to invest in right here. Investments, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and we're talking about paper investments. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to have some investments. Now, you could determine which ones you do based off of which ones you know about, as well as which ones that you spend. I don't believe that you should invest everything that you spend because you could be investing in ice cream. Ice cream might not even be doing it, right? So you got to invest in things that you know. And I'll tell you not to invest in ice cream, but it may. But you want to invest in things that you know as well as things that you use and things that you can afford, okay? So if some stock you want to invest in is $500 a share and you don't have $500, don't stop. Don't stop, do that. Find something that you do, that's something that you use as well as something that other people use and get you a share. Because now you are owner. Ladies and gentlemen, this thing is about ownership and not loanership. Write that down. This is about ownership and not loanership. Oh, yeah, this is hot. So you want to do investments. All right, the next one we'll make sure we put down. This is huge right here, which is pretty much what makes our world go around. Entrepreneurship, better known as business. You got to invest in business. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go into debt for business because let me tell you something that's strange. I talk to people about different ideas and different business concepts. So they will go finance a meal. They will finance some shoes. They will stand in line for a concert ticket that they're not making no money, but they won't put on a credit card $50, $100, $500 for a business that they get to write off on their taxes because it's a business expense. Are you kidding me? Listen, I'm giving y'all the real, I'm giving you the jewels. So if you're talking about making this thing happen and you really want to, number one, be successful in business, you want to improve your credit, you want to do better in real estate, you want to become a better entrepreneur, a better business person, you want to become a 100,000-aire, a millionaire, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand between liabilities and assets. You must do that. This is why I'm telling you beyond a shadow of a doubt. You want to making it happen from zero to hero, that freedom is not for sale. So you want to make sure you get comments on that. Then the next thing that you want to do as well, you want to leverage your equity, okay? Because it's no good for you to have monies and you don't do anything with it. Or you have equity and don't do anything with it. So if you have a property and you got $50,000 equity and you got no money, what good is it for you got $50,000 equity that you could have taken that equity, boom, and bought another piece of property, take the equity out, invest it into a business, take the equity out, and you would have flipped it and turned it over. We call it assets, making money with assets, or money making money. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you win this thing big, how to use cash, and ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss this. So what I want to share with you in closing, and this is a bonus, y'all say bonus. This is why, make for sure, don't forget. Make sure that you subscribe. See what happened when you be gambling, make you forget stuff. See this? Make you forget stuff. So I don't want y'all to forget. Make for sure that you hit the subscription button down. That's up, right? That's up. Hit up, down, to the left, to the right, or even behind me, wherever the subscription button. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you hit the subscription button. So therefore, and you hit the bell, bing, so you can get some of the likes. And of course, hit the bell so you get some of the notification, and hit the likes so you can let us know how we're doing. So what I want to share with you in closing with this right here is that if you really want to make something happen, you got to be a professional, Hire a professional to get professional results. You got to make for sure that you get the right kind of team around you. You got to make sure that you got mentors, that you put yourself in the right environment. Make for sure that you got a game plan. Make sure that you believe in yourself. Make for sure that you taking small steps so the second step can be revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing happened overnight. Rome wasn't built overnight. No empire is. You got to do a little bit each day for it to happen. As I say all the time, if you start watching your pennies, your dollars will take care of themselves. Hey, definitely glad to have y'all on the session and the channel today. As I say all the time, doesn't matter if you got a straight flush or not. It doesn't matter if you put all the chips all in. Remember, good things come to those who wait, but only what's left over from those who hustle. I'm definitely glad for y'all to be on the channel. Remember, the difference between assets and liabilities. You want to put cash on liabilities. You want to use debt to make assets to make you money. Again, my name is Fahim Muhammad, the Freedom Coach. Free yourself and your dreams will follow. Y'all have a good one.